Good. Oh, hi. Welcome back to another episode of Cecely's Corner. And today I have a very good friend / aunt, Miss Stefanie.
Hi.
And if you watched my my birthday YouTube video, she got me this hat and she got me the matching bag. So that's great. Before I start this video, sorry if I sound a little sniffly. Allergies love me so much. So let's get started. So can you tell us a little bit about like what you do and what's your job?
Sure. So I do math all day, every day. I used to teach high school math, right? Your favorite subject.
Yay!
And I saw myself being a leader. And so I left the classroom and started in a central office job. And I like to say that I'm in a job that has a lot of influence, so people listen to me, but I have absolutely no authority. So I can't make people do anything, but I can give lots of advice. And I think that's a really important concept to understand when you really have to think about what you're saying to people and what you're trying to convince them of so that they want to do it, because you can't make them do anything. And so part of my job is making sure that every student that's in Buncombe County schools, K through 12th grade, has an equitable mathematics curriculum. So I work with kindergartners all the way up to 12th graders, but just in mathematics.
And just think of how many kids there are in Buncombe County schools as it is.
That's right, about 25,000.
And she's basically teaching all of us. So what do you like? What would you tell people that don't like math, personally me, like to encourage them not to like fully hate math?
So I think it's really important that we remember that everybody can learn mathematics, and that's true for anything in life. And it's called growth mindset. And so it's this concept that you can do anything you want to do as long as you try and as long as you give it your best effort all the time. And there's a lot of research that actually shows that you can learn new things from just continuing to try and try and try and try. So there's no such thing as a math gene. Some people think I was born smart with math, or I was born without the math gene, and that's not true. There's no such thing. It's about working hard and knowing what your goals are and working to achieve those goals. And so for people who don't like math, I tell you to think about what math do you want to know and what math is going to make an impact on your life. So shopping, for example, is right.
Yes.
It's pretty important that you know percentages and how to calculate the percent off, so you know how much you can spend when you go to Old Navy and something's 25% off.
Especially if all you buy is clearance.
That's right. Because you got to know what your percentage is, and so
living off clearance.
And nobody wants to get up to the cash register and be like, "Oh, I don't have enough money. I'm sorry." Like, you want to know that before you get up there.
Yeah.
And so yeah. So you just have to keep trying, and you have to believe that you can do it, and know that it might take hard work. And learning something new is not always easy, but it takes hard work, and it will pay off.
Yes. If you know me, and there's a lot of people like me who have, what would you call it? Like, learning difficulties, and sometimes, like, you're in math class, and you just, like, want to throw things because math is not my friend.
And it can be your friend.
When you choose it to be.
That's right. But it's just like real life. That sometimes we get really mad at friends that we're really close to, and sometimes we really like those friends. And so it's learning to cope appropriately, and knowing, sometimes in math class, it's knowing that I got to give myself a break. And so you take a 30-second brain break, and then you come back and you're ready to go.
Yes. But always try in math, even though it's not your favorite subject.
That's right.
What do you enjoy about your job?
I really like seeing the math from the low level to the high level. And so I like little kids. I do not want to teach little kids. And I think kindergarten teachers are saints. I have no desire to have massive quantities of 5-year-olds under my direct control. But I think it's really fascinating to go watch a kindergarten classroom and how they're constructing their own knowledge and how they're really thinking about the quantity of numbers. And then as they move into first and second grade, to watch, to just walk down the hall and to watch first graders or second graders and how they've progressed and how much more they know in just those few short years. And then to go sometimes across the street to a high school and look at what they're doing it's really cool. It's not often in life that we get to see that progression take place. And so that's what I really like about my job. It's a really nerdy answer, but I have the benefit of seeing the start to the finish on a daily basis.
We all start liking, like, our first couple of years is like, what's 1 plus 1? What's 2 plus 2? And then, like, go into, like, geometry and, like, algebra 2. And
are you going to go to algebra 2?
No.
Why not?
I like algebra.
You can.
Can't. Soon. Algebra.
You have to. You're going to get it. One day at a time. One goal at a time.
And this is who I text my math questions. So when you are not crushing the numbers and when you're not doing math 24/7, what do you do for fun?
So I recently picked up running, and I think that's a good lesson because I hated running a year ago. And just like you hate math, I hated running. I seriously couldn't run down my street, which is about a quarter of a mile, without being totally miserable. And I decided that I was going to run a 5K. And so I started training, and I did a walk run. So like when I first started, I was running 30 seconds, and I thought I was going to die. And then I would walk for like 5 minutes. And then I would run for 30 more seconds. And then I'd walk for sometimes 10 more minutes. And I decided that was not going to help me finish my 5K. And so I worked on increasing my running time and decreasing my walking time as I was training. And it started to feel much better. And I remember I was at Biltmore the first time that I ran a mile nonstop. Like I didn't stop and walk at all. And it was a huge accomplishment that I felt for myself. And I'm like in my mid-30s. Like, and I think I might have cried. Like when I did that. And so that was really cool for me. Like that was, for me, that was your math, right? Like,
yeah. Like you could like do math problems in your head while you're running. So like,
I do.
You're not.
I do what's called number talks. So I give myself mental addition problems on really steep hills now. And I think of all the different ways I can solve them. You're laughing at me. It's like legitimately true.
No, I see that smart.
So you can do this. Like, and then sometimes I count down and sometimes I count up. And
So when I run, I'm going to think about food.
I can't respond to that. I mean, I run so that I can eat the food that I want to eat. But I'm like clearly much older than you, right? Like, so that's not a problem. But back to my, I ran a half marathon with my sister and I did not stop at all. Like we ran the entire 13.1 miles.
But you felt good after it.
I felt accomplished after it.
Did you feel like you were going to die?
There were times at 12 miles I thought I was going to die. And I said lots of prayers from 12 to 13 miles. But it was an important lesson that you can learn to do things. And I think that kind of wraps back around to your math anxiety, that I never defined myself as a runner. Never, ever. And people comment to me now about, because I kind of blow up my social media with running, but people comment to me about runner, like it's become part of my identity. And I've let it because it makes me feel accomplished, because it was a goal that I set forth. And so it's the importance of, you can do it. You have to work hard, and you have to celebrate the goals that you make. Like when I ran that first mile, I stopped and cried and let myself have that moment. I might have called my sister and my mom too and told them because you have to celebrate. But then you have to continue to work and to work up. And so you can do it with math and with any school.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Thank you. I'm so excited to be on here.
Yes. This is Stefanie, everybody. She's amazing.
I wouldn't go that far. You're amazing.
She's amazing.
You're amazing because of this. This is awesome.
She's amazing. But remember to follow my Facebook and Instagram, and do remember that my dad is in charge of all that for safety purposes. But any comments, please leave comments that he says. Put them down below. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not subscribed, because that will just make my day happy. But okay, so we're gonna end the video here. So I'll see you guys later with more exciting videos. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.